Block 7. How to start moving again, slowly but forward. This is the moment after emptiness, after pain, after you've at least gathered yourself a little. Now the question isn't how to run a marathon, it's how to simply take the first step. Even if you're walking very slowly, you're still outpacing those who are lying down and giving up. When you've been in a state of pain, exhaustion, or crisis for a long time, any movement forward feels like a monstrous effort. Your mind is filled with, "I can't do anything. What if it doesn't work out again? It's too late. I don't have enough strength left." But the truth is that big changes begin small, and every movement has its own speed. It's not about how fast you're moving. It's about moving. 1. The 1% a day principle. Forget about sudden bursts. Forget about starting on Monday. The secret to sustainable movement is 1% progress every day. What does that mean? Not 2 hours of sports, but 5 minutes of exercise. Not 20 tasks, but 1 task completed. Not 50 pages, but 5, but with attention. Not a new life, but a little more self-care than yesterday. 1% seems insignificant, but after a month, it's 30% progress, and in a year, it's a new you. 2. Create rituals, not goals. Goals are pressuring, rituals are supportive. Instead of, "I have to become successful," tell yourself, "Every morning, I do 3 minutes of silence. Every evening, I thank myself for something, no matter how small. Every day, I write down one thought that's important to me. Every week, I read one article that expands my horizons." Rituals are foundations. Goals are expectations. Choose what helps you be, rather than demanding from yourself. 3. Work with your inner critic. At the beginning of movement, your inner voice will inevitably surface. "This is all nonsense. You'll never change. Who needs this? You tried it before, and it didn't work." This voice isn't your enemy. It's your protector from pain. It's afraid you'll be disappointed again, but you can calm it. Example of an inner dialogue. "Critic, you're not going to succeed again. You, maybe, but I'll try a different way. This time, slowly and with care. Critic, this isn't working. You, possibly, but as long as I'm doing something, I'm alive." This isn't a battle, it's a new alliance with yourself. 4. Accept that setbacks are part of the journey. You will inevitably stumble, get tired, fall into apathy, and that's okay. Success isn't always moving forward. Success is always returning to yourself after a pause. Don't punish yourself for setbacks. Don't say, "It's all for nothing." Just start again, from where you are now. 5. Build micro-supports. The journey isn't sustainable for someone who walks alone without support. Find your micro-supports. People you can simply be with. Music that reminds you of yourself. A channel or blog that inspires you. Cards with reminders. You don't have to be strong. Right now isn't forever. Slow is also movement. Each such reminder is like a handrail on a staircase. Exercise. My list of small victories. Write down 10 things you've already done, no matter what. And even if they seem insignificant to you, write them down. Examples. Woke up without an alarm today. Didn't yell at myself in my head. Went outside despite feeling lazy. Didn't compare myself to others. Listened to what I felt. Recorded this video. Watched this video until the end. Didn't fall into self-criticism. Acknowledged, "I'm struggling," and didn't condemn myself. This is building yourself, not on achievements, but on honesty and returning to yourself. 6. Move, not for ideal, but for meaning. You don't have to prove to the world that you're worth something. You don't have to achieve something great. You can simply walk the path that resonates with you. Do what matters to you. Be the person you want to be, not for judgment, but for yourself. Movement built on meaning is always stronger than movement built on fear. Summary: movement starts not with a burst, but with a 1% effort. Build rituals, not goals. Talk to yourself, don't fight. Setbacks are part of the process. Return. Move at your own pace, without comparison, without a race. The most important thing is not to stop forever. Even if you're crawling, you're moving. Ready for the finale? There's one last concluding block. Block 8. You are not alone. Your pain matters. Your story matters. How to not get lost in loneliness. Why you matter, and how to make your story a source of light. Excellent. We've reached the final block. This isn't just an ending. It's a return to yourself. Block 8. You're not alone. Your pain matters. Your story matters. Sometimes, to avoid going crazy, you just need to hear, you're not alone. If you're watching this video, chances are you've been through darkness. Maybe you are in it right now. Maybe you're already getting out. Or maybe you just want to know, is everything okay with me? Let me tell you straight. Yes, it's okay. Yes, you are not alone. Yes, you are needed, even in this state. 1. Everyone has their own darkness. But loneliness is an illusion. We often feel, something is wrong with me. Everyone else is succeeding, except me. But the truth is different. Someone you know is crying into a pillow right now. Someone with a perfect life lives with anxiety. Someone smiles, but feels empty inside. You don't see other people's pain, because we all hide it. But it's there. And what you're feeling right now is part of the human experience. This doesn't make you broken, it makes you alive. 2. Support exists, and you have the right to seek it. It's hard to be alone. Too hard. If we didn't have a language to call for help, we would have died out long ago. You have the right to. Ask for help. Say, I'm feeling bad. Share, even if it's awkward. Cry, even if you were taught to hold on. One of the strongest steps is to open up when you're afraid. And you don't have to open up to everyone. Choose one person, or write, or just talk to yourself out loud. Loneliness begins to recede when you allow yourself to be heard. 3. All your pain matters. You aren't exaggerating. You aren't supposed to cope. You aren't overacting. Everything you feel is real. Everything that happened to you was important. Everything you've been through matters. Your pain is not weakness, it's your depth. And if you've gone through it, even if it was crawling, it doesn't make you a victim, it makes you alive and real. 4. Your story can become light for others. Maybe you don't see it yet. But your path, even if it's full of pain and darkness, can one day become a landmark for another person. You experienced loneliness, and one day you'll hear someone else who is in it. You went through nothing is working, and one day you'll support someone who gives up. You recovered from emptiness, and one day you'll say, I know what that's like. You don't even realize how important you are, even when you don't believe it yourself. Exercise. A letter to your future self. Close your eyes. Imagine you are your future self. In 1 to 2 years, you've come out of the darkness, you found the strength, you recovered. Maybe not perfectly, but you're alive. Now write a letter to your present self. What would you say? Example. Hi. I know how hard it is for you. I remember every day when you wanted to give up. But know this, you'll make it. I'm proof of that. Just don't give up. Don't rush. Don't wait for miracles. Just breathe. Believe me, one day you'll look back and say, thanks for not giving up back then. Final words. Dear friend, if you've watched this video to the end, it means there's something strong inside you. Even if you don't feel it, you haven't broken down yet. You're not alone anymore. You've already started your journey. I don't know who you are, but I know one thing. The world becomes better when people like you stay. You're needed. You matter. You're not a mistake. And if right now you're standing on the edge, know that there is life beyond that edge. Yours, real, meaningful. You're not alone. Thank you for being here. If this video resonated with you, share it. Maybe someone needs to hear this right now. Maybe you're the spark they've been waiting for. See you later. Take care of yourself. You'll make it.